ladies and jelly beans. Here comes episode 2. We hope you got lots of playing done this week with the help of episode 1. If you didn't watch it, here's a quick recap. Alright, if you didn't watch it, maybe you should go back and start with it before you watch this one. It's okay, we'll be here when you need us. Today we are talking about something that is going to be with you for the rest of your life, the pursuit of sound. A particular auditory impression, tone. B, the sensation perceived by the sense of hearing. C, mechanical radiant energy that is transmitted by longitudinal pressure waves in a material medium such as air and is the objective cause of hearing. So when we play, we are creating waves of energy that travel through the air and cause people to hear. That sounds very serious. Serious? Maybe not. But I do believe that we have a responsibility as musicians to make the best possible sound every time we play. And let's face it, great sounds make us listen. Now, before you start, drummers, listen up. Please understand that you have to make beautiful sounds too. You don't hit your drums, you play them. So when I say or talk about long notes today, you need to think about rhythmic repetition of patterns that make an even or uniform sound. Do this with a metronome, like Beat Speak, the one we used in the last episode. Start with crotchets, then quavers, then semi-quavers if you understand them if you're in concert band. Do it lots and always count. Bass players, of course, your sound is dependent on your amplifier, but by playing long notes, it helps you build up your muscles and toughens up your fingertips too. And every drummer and bass player that I know all breathe. So keep an eye out for Dr. H's segment later on in the program. Last episode, we established our warm-up routine. And being a routine, we better do it again. So get the warm air into your instrument. Training band, you're playing exercise 3 and 4. Concert band, you can do exercise 2 of Midnight Sky. Be sure to repeat this a couple of times. What I'm about to tell you is the secret to sounding great, and every musician in the world does this. Play long notes. Play long notes. Sounds simple, right? Well, it is and it isn't. The beauty of the exercise is that on the simple side, the good news is that everyone can do it. You take a breath, get your mouth ready, and play it for almost one full breath. Of course, that was a long note. My question myself was,
Dylan. Come on.
Yes, I'm coming.
Get ready.
All right.
Listen, that is going to be on television.
What do I have to wear this uniform for?
No, don't be annoying. Come on.
Oh!
Get ready. Where is your book?
I don't have a book.
Come on, get your book.
So now it's your turn to play a long note. Pick a note that you're comfortable with, something in the middle of your range that you can play well. Remember, the only thing you need to concentrate on is the sound. Take a nice relaxed belly breath, keep your shoulders and body relaxed, and push the air into your instrument, keeping the sound constant. Pause the video, do that now.
you boy. Dylan, isn't it? That's right. Sit up straight. Long neck, feet flat on the floor.
Yes, Mr. Davison.
How can you see us? I don't know. Just get straight.
All right, let me add something that can help you so much. Have a look around your room and find a straight line. It'll probably be at the top of the door or window. It needs to be straight and at least 50 centimetres long. We're going to use this to help us visualise our sound. We want our sound to be straight, steady, without any wibbles or wobbles. It needs to remain in tune. It can't dip down or scoop up in pitch. It has to stay at one volume, for now anyway. Later on we can play with dynamics in long notes, but for now let's stay at the one volume. Finally, this visualization will help us understand what air we have left in our tank. The beginning will be full and the end will be almost empty. Don't empty it fully because I haven't lost a student yet through lack of breath. So now that we have our straight line, put your eyes to the left and move along as you play your long note. Listen to your sound and try to match the straight line that you're looking at. Pause the video now and use your visualization to help you create a better long note. Do it now. Well done. Now what's the one thing that allows us to play sound? Dylan.
Your trumpet?
Not silly. It's air, Mr. Davison. It's air.
Oh, well done. Yes, as we said at the beginning, sound is carried through air. That air starts deep in our belly. Now, to explain more about how to breathe for playing an instrument, let's check in with our very own musical doctor, Dr. H. Dr. H, are you there?
That's a bit better, but I'm looking for a sound with a bit more body.
Hello, Doc. Can you hear me?
Oh, hi, Mr. Davison. I was just finishing up with one of my students, Elton. Elton Skell, meet Mr. Davison.
Hi, Elton. It's great to meet you. Look, we're actually making a TV show. Maybe you could help Dr. H flesh out some details on breathing.
Wow, a TV show. I'm going to be famous. Count me in.
1, 2, 3, 4. But seriously, Doc, can you help us understand diaphragmatic breathing?
Of course. The diaphragm is a thin muscle which separates the chest from the belly. When the muscle contracts, it causes air to enter into the lungs. This is called breathing in. When the muscle relaxes, it causes air to be pushed out of the lungs. This is called breathing out. And just remember, C3, 4, and 5 keeps the diaphragm alive.
Thanks so much, Dr. H, and a huge thank you to you, Elton. Before we go, maybe you'd like to sing a little bit of one of your favourite songs.
Oh my gosh, I'd love to. I've got you under my skin. I've got you deep in the heart of me.
Well, that was Elton Skell, ladies and gentlemen. You certainly don't see that every day. Now, getting diaphragmatic or belly breathing right can take some time. The best place to practice this is flat on your back with one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly. The chest should not move, but the belly should rise when you breathe in and go down when you breathe out. You can practice this just before you go to sleep at night. Now, let's play one more series of long notes using your straight line visualization and your belly breathing. Give it a go now. Press pause, come back after you've tried it. I thought it might be nice to drop in with one of our tutors and conductors, Mr Walsh. A lot of you know Mr Walsh as he teaches in many of our schools. Let's be quiet and see if we're able to hear him
Oh, hi, Mr. Davison.
Wow, Mr Walsh, you're sounding great.
Thanks so much for that.
What are you working on at the moment?
I'm currently working on ideas for improvising over songs that I've written as part of my master's project that I'm undertaking currently and hope to record or perform later on this year.
Fantastic. That's certainly going to keep you busy. Today we're speaking about long notes. Can I ask, about what percentage of your practice time do you dedicate to long notes?
Well, that's easy, Mr Davidson. 33.333%, but I usually just round it up to a third to keep things simple. So if I usually practice for, say, an hour, long notes would be 20 minutes of that hour.
And then a third to scales and a third to songs.
Spot on, Mr Davidson.
It sounds like a secret to success.
It's working well for me, but that said, I think the most important part of long tones is to be really focused and really listening to your sound and trying to shape it while you're practicing them.
I couldn't agree more, Mr Walsh. Thanks so much for letting us interrupt your practice. We'll get out of your way now.
No trouble at all. It was my pleasure. Hope to see you again soon. Bye.
How cool was that? He's such a great player. So listen, I'm sure you're all itching to get playing at the tunes you're working on. Why not pause me now, play your current piece, thinking about your sound, think about your breathing, and really listen to what's coming from your instrument. When you come back, I'll play some of the videos we received through the week.
I'm Eloise and I'm doing the magic of Harry Potter, bars 16 to 24.
Hey boys and girls, it's just Mr Carroll here from All Saints Grammar, just playing through some repertoire. Before we go any further, I just want to make sure that we say a massive thank you to Mr Davison, Mr McKelly, Dr H, and everyone at School Bands Australia who have made this platform available to us to continue music virtually and online through SBA TV. Music has been such an important part of my life growing up, especially from primary school, where I had a music teacher who was also our choir teacher, Mrs Fell. And I must say that she's inspired me, I would say, to be the music teacher that I am today. The opportunities that music has also given me throughout my life have been really various and really awesome. They've helped me with performing on stage, working with industry professionals, being able to tour the world, living in different cities, and also now sharing my love of music with you, my wonderful students. So while we're all at home and we have a little bit more home time now, make sure that you pick up your instrument, make sure that you have a sing and share it with the people that you love, share it with your friends, with your peers, and remember what I always say at school is make sure you pick up your instrument every day and have a practice, because a little bit every day is better than an hour on the weekend. So I really look forward to what we do virtually online through School Bands Australia and in our schools. And I also really look forward to when we are all in a room together again, especially in my context at All Saints Grammar with Mr Lombardo, our training band, our concert band, and our 3 secondary bands. Can't wait to smash out some music together again. So stay safe and happy holidays, everybody.
Okay, folks, so here's the end of episode 2. We've had a ball making it, just like our other episode, and it's really important to us that you use this video every day as part of your daily practice. So in episode 1, we did our basic warm-up. We've built on that now by thinking about the quality of sound that we're using all the time. We've got to think about our breathing. Remember, that's going to take somewhere between 3 minutes or 3 years to get right, the way you breathe and use that in your music. So think about it all the time. All of these things, if we keep on piling that on, we're going to make improvements. And when we get to come back to school and play in our bands, I'm really expecting fabulous things to happen from this time away from each other. So please remember, if you've got a short 20-second video, get mum or dad's approval to do it, but you can email that through to me. We've seen some of the videos that came in through the week. Could be you in next week's episode. So for now, that's it from us, and we'll see you next week. All right, bye.
Dylan,
Yeah, I'm coming. What do I have to wear this uniform for?
because Mr. Davison is in the...
So I'm probably going to have to come back.
Can you do, maybe you will, I think I would like you to do something on the desk, sitting down.
Yep.
Maybe the video that come in, you can announce
Sure, news just in.
yeah, like you are on the computer, you're receiving the thing.
Okay,
and you say,
sure.
I'm just checking